So the second day in Nicosia, Cyprus, doing my residency. It's still warm. After getting up, I went to the library again today. The coffee makers actually, they knew me and they gave me this same traditional beverage we've had yesterday, which is called frappe, which is basically a wild mix between coffee powder and milk and a lot of ice. I continued reading the book I had started yesterday. I've borrowed yesterday, which is the history and politics of the Cyprus conflict, and basically I got to 1960 today. So just to be very short on this, but Cyprus was first ruled by the Greeks and then by the Ottomans. And then in the 19th century, like 1878, the Ottomans, they allowed British to administer Cyprus because they needed some help against Russia, I think. So this administration was thought to be temporary, but then the British obviously stayed and Cyprus became a British colony, which was kind of trendy. It was very trendy at that time to have colonies for the Western countries, and a lot of them messed up, as we know. Yeah, the Greek Cypriots still under the Ottoman rule had like a well-developed political system, so they were not really like, they had some rights actually, but then when the British took over the island, they were starting to hope for enosis, which is the union of Greek mainland and Greek Cyprus. So, and this demand or this hope for this union has been going on, I think, until probably today. I'm not sure because I haven't read a lot yet. I have, but not like in the book. But yeah, that's the situation more or less. And then there were uprisings, of course, against Turkish against Cypriots, against the British as well. So I'm around 1955 now, the time of the Macmillan Conference, where Turkey, Greece, and UK should all have had a part of Cyprus, which obviously didn't work. So I will continue this reading, and then I took some notes actually. Then I went to the city again. I mean to the center, Lidras, because I just like walking around there, you know, like it's really nice because you have the tourist shops and it's like the shopping streets, but also there's people sitting in the streets, like a lot of old men sitting there playing backgammon, smoking, drinking coffee, young people sitting on benches or in restaurants and just chatting. So it's really, that's what they have told me before as well, but it's really like vibrant and multicultural. And it's nice because people, well, in general, people drive on the left here as well, which reminds me of London and makes me really happy. So when I got there, actually, I thought about how quickly you become familiar with a place and how quickly you actually claim to be part of a public space. I was just walking around there and I already knew the corners and the streets, so I kind of assumed that my physical presence there would be is normal, you know, which is interesting. It's my second day. And then I went into a shop to buy some sandals because I haven't brought nice sandals actually. And then the salesperson, she's an opera singer and she has studied at the university. I'm doing my residency, and she wants to go to London with her sister and maybe and follow her career there. So it was a really random encounter. I mean, we think about how life actually writes story, you know, if you're open to it, I guess, if you're just open to it. Yeah, and I went to the border crossing again. It's a really strange thing, you know, people showing passports to just go to the other side of the city, and there's nothing except for a small barrier and the police controlling passports. Also, I noticed that this part of the city is really loud, while when you go outside of the center or like outside of the main street, which is a few hundred meters away, it becomes really quiet, no one is there. shops were closed, everything is quiet, there is no restaurants, restaurants are only half full. It's very concentrated on one street, all the action basically. Yeah, I haven't really physically started to work, but I'm thinking about how places are connected to demographics, or basically how sound of places is connected to what's happening there. You know, like if you compare the bus station, for example, where I took the bus to come back, it's so loud compared to these back streets where no one is actually there, where you can only hear sounds from far away. So I was thinking that it would be interesting to measure decibels of different places in a city. Yeah, that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Bye.